YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Are we live? We appear to be live. What the deal, everybody? You are now tuned into your host, the hottest voice in cryptocurrency, Mr. Too Rich, your Southern Urban voice, and it is 2021. It is day number 2 of 2021 right here on Too Rich to Miss Quick Thoughts, my quick live thoughts in the morning as I'm out here finishing up one part of the day, about to go into the next part of the day. So, as we do a little camera adjustment here, as we go into the new year, you see the title of the video. 2021 is what you make it. Now, this is a crypto channel, and I talk about crypto because I feel like it's such a great opportunity that lies within that market. But I'm not naive to the fact that a lot of the people, a lot of people just aren't going to get it. A lot of people aren't going to get it, and a lot of people aren't going to take advantage. But a lot of people are. A lot of people are going to see the opportunities, and I'm not just talking about from an investing standpoint. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about blockchain technology, even more so than the investment standpoint. As a youngster, as a youngster, if you are, if you in college right now, or if you hadn't been to college, or if you're not in college right now, and you're a young cat, man, listen, I would be learning to code this stuff. Learning how to program and code this shit, learning how to build these doggone decentralized applications, knowing how to support these decentralized applications, and all of that. I mean, just from the technological side of the programming, that side of opportunity. And once again, and obviously from the standpoint of investing. And once again, as I talk about here, investing, not trading, investing. I don't trade. Quite frankly, I mean, because I've been getting X's off of my money without trading in crypto. So, you know, call me old fashioned, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, I personally have no need to trade. Nothing against traders. People that do that, hey, that's fine. But it's a fact that 9 out of every 10 traders lose money. I just don't feel like I'm going to be the one out of the 10 that's going to make money, especially when I found a way that works for me. And that's the other thing that I like about crypto. You don't have to, the world, wearing dark clothes at night is never a good thing. You don't want to be so tribalistic in your views that you don't realize and understand that the only wrong way to invest in crypto is the way that loses money. wrong way to invest in crypto is the way that does not increase the value of your portfolio. If so that's why I say nothing against traders. If trading is your thing and you making it work, hey, more power to you. If you done bought, if you bought the bullshit indicator, the BIS, the BIS indicator from Ivan on Tech, or if you bought the indicator that Crypto Blood uses on CBTV, or you're over there in one of these groups, and hey, if you're getting technical analysis training from Crypto Jeb or any of these other people, hey, more power to you. But for me, investing has been good for me. I dabble around in the altcoin forest with some of these low cap things, but I tend to stick with the blue chips, what I call the blue chips. I tend to stick with with projects that have a use case, where they have a purpose, where they do something. So, but I digress. There's so many ways that you can make money in crypto. A lot of ways that you can lose money in crypto. But honestly, that's investing. There's a lot of ways that you can make money investing, and there's a lot of ways you can lose money investing. If you don't know, if you don't take the time to DYOR, do your own research, then you will find yourself getting wrecked and losing your money. You'll find yourself falling for bullshit. Now, granted, if you're dabbling around in risky products, like for example, I mentioned, I fuck around with the altcoin forest. I fuck around with low cap, with these low cap gems. Yeah, if I hear something that intrigues me, yeah, I'm gonna go to the website. I'm gonna look at the team. I'm gonna look at the white paper, and look at the project, and see exactly what they're talking about, and see if there's a fit in my investigation for what I'm doing and for my goals. So you know, there's no sense in being tribalistic, but the thing that I feel like we must take away from this particular short conversation that I will wrap up here in a moment is 2021 is going to be what you make it. We have to get, and granted, I'm not saying that everybody's on a level playing field. Yeah, there's some people who have it harder than others. There's some people who have it better than others. But irregardless of where you are in the spectrum of all of that, there's we must be able to and realize that we have to take responsibility for what we have, where we are, and do whatever is necessary to get to the next level. Now, granted, no, I'm not saying do anything unethical or illegal or anything like that, no. But I'm just talking about the grind. We got to really take responsibility for our grind. And whatever grind that we're on and whatever we're doing, whether it's investing in crypto or whether it's creating content, doing voiceovers and all of that, we have to be responsible for asking ourselves the hard questions. Are we really asking ourselves? And it's not an out loud accountability and nothing like that, which that's cool. I ain't against none of that. Accountability partners and all that, that's cool. But shit, sometimes we just got to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, have you done absolutely everything? And are you doing absolutely everything to make sure that your year is going to be going the way that you want it to go? I mean, because there's a lot of, and this don't apply to everybody, but we definitely have to get out of the victim mentality, take responsibility for our own shit, and just realize that sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, or we allow things to get into our way. And because whether we know it or not, yes, there are circumstances, there are things and circumstances that occur that are outside of our control. And yes, there are times when we are wronged and done wrong. Yes, there are times when we are discriminated against. Yes, there are times when they just straight up don't play fair. And I'm not saying play as far as a game, but uh, metaphorically speaking. So when, even in the midst of all of that, we as an individual still have to take the time to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep grinding. We got to keep going, irregardless of what is coming up in our way. You know, and especially when it comes to uh, shoot, haters. We definitely got to get back into making the haters our motivation. And I know this is more of a motivational uh, type video versus a crypto specific video. But the way that it relates to crypto is just like in crypto, there is no one way to go about it, but you got to be about it, and you got to really take responsibility of what you're doing in crypto and make sure that you personal own research to before you get into these projects, and you as an individual has to take responsibility for what you do and the investments that you make, which is one of the reasons I try not to go through and do these coin shilling videos. And obviously my channel is not growing as a result, but I mean, I honestly just, I think it's a handicap, because people are going to look and take what you say and and then go and replace your, speaking as a YouTuber, suggestions as investment advice, even though it's not investment advice. There's people who will go out and buy a coin just because BitBoy Crypto said it's going to be the next coin to go to 1 million, or because Elio Trade said, I've been talking about this coin since such and such. Do your own research. Don't, not investment advice. But after the video, the coin pumps because everybody that watched the video bought the coin and replaced their own due diligence for the research of someone else, when we should be researching the researcher. It just is what it is. But all of that, they go back to say this year is going to be what you make it. And it's going to be what you make it based on what you do with what's happening. Everybody, as we know, is not going to be for us. If you fucking around with this crypto thing, there's going to be a lot of people that's not going to be for you. It's going to be a lot cheer you on in this crypto journey, as a lot of people won't be cheering you on in life in general in what you do. So haters gonna hate, and others are gonna tolerate. There'll be very few that will really. As we wrap this one up, let me leave you with this. Whether this year is great or whether this year is bullshit and crazy like last year was, is all up to you. And is green. Be sure to like to miss. TooRichToMiss.com. Too Rich to Miss on Instagram, Twitter. Too Rich to Miss on Phoenix Social Network. The network where you can say what the fuck you want. I'm going to be start going live over there. We got videos going up over there. I'm on the Phoenix Social